Hold on. Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's me, Millie Money. I'm back. All right, man, I got a good featured baseball game for y'all tonight. I got the Tampa Bay Rays versus Houston Astros. So sit back and enjoy, y'all. Let's check this out, man.
Baseball from the Lone Star State. Major League Baseball on tap on this Thursday night. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Houston Astros. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Lance McCullers Jr. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. Able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Fights it off, he'll see another. To third, Paredes on the run, sent it over to first. Out. Nicely done for the out. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Brandon Lowe.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Brandon Lowe in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Yandy Diaz now. Runner takes off. Popped up. Rogers. And makes the grab. And there's two away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Jonathan Aranda, the next to hit. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Ball one.
That's ripped. Base hit. And now two aboard.
Batting fifth, third baseman,
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Check swing, no appeal. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Walker makes the grab, and that is that. So the Rays strand a pair, and now the Astros go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dyken Park, and on the hill in this one, Drew Rasmussen. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Jeremy Pena, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Ball to strike. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Isaac Paredes will hit next. Right through there for a strike. And the 0-1. And that is out of play.
Ball.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-2.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Johnson, great throw. He's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
That's to third. And there's two down.
Out.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Jeremy Pena.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to first. And they get Altuve for the out. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder number 14. McCullers back to work. McCullers, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Line drive, makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Taylor Walls stands in now and watches strike one. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This to third, Paredes. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 8th, center fielder Cameron Meisner.
2 down, base is empty. And stepping in for the Rays, Cameron Meisner. Just missed.
No, that's it.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And that one pulled foul. No score here in the second. And that's in the dirt. Hard hit left side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rays held in check here. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Houston, and now it's Christian Walker. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Out to short. Walls. Over to first. Out. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting 5th, first baseman Victor.
Vic Caratini at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ball 1 there. Headed towards the corner. Foul ball. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. On the ground, Walls to first.
He's
already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And stepping in is the speedy Jake Myers. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Lowe has it sized up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That is the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here in Houston, Danny Jansen to hit here.
Danny Jansen.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And the righty deals.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gets it to first.
Out.
1 up, 1 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, right
Josh
fielder,
Lowe
Josh
now
Lowe.
at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. That's
Ball
down
1.
and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Be right.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, raging back towards the wall, and caught on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Lau at the plate, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Not even
1-0.
close there. 1-0.
Be high.
Two out, space is empty.
Ball 2.
That one pushed foul. McCullers winds, fires on the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Lau out on the play. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Cam Smith.
Hitter, number 11.
That catches the corner. Next
1-1.
offering way upstairs. That's
Ball.
inside. Foul ball there. And there's
Full
the ball.
count.
High fly ball, shallow right field, low. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting eighth, right fielder.
Digging in, Zach DeZenzo. Not
1-0.
close with that one. Ball one. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Swings through that.
He can live up in the zone all
One ball,
game
one
if
strike.
hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Up the middle. Walls. Slinging it to first in time.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Check swing, called strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Here's the 0-2. Good
No,
eye in that spot.
inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next
Ball
offering
two.
upstairs. And a good
Full
eye
count.
there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Jeremy Pena waiting to hit for Houston. That's a good
Ball
at bat
four.
right
Take
there.
your
He
base.
was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So the Houston lineup turns over. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, one strike.
Rodgers, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Paredes up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. That's
Too
off the
high.
mark. 2-1. In the air, right side. Lowe has it sized up. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. 2 left for the Astros. And we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. Start of the fourth. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. That one way inside.
No, outside. Rio.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one
Ball
misses.
inside.
So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Jonathan Aranda. A single his first time.
Runner, yes,
The
yes.
kick in the pitch. Runner goes. This one belted. Deep left field. On its way. Gone. And they add a pair. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Junior Caminero getting ready to hit. That one
Ball
drifts
one.
inside.
It can be tough to bounce back after a
One
big
ball,
home run,
no
but
strike.
nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Next
Ball, no.
offering is down low. McCullers maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden
2-1.
get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Ground ball left side. Fair ball.
Up next for Tampa
So a
Bay,
man at first. Here's the left fielder. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls. Grounded out his first time up. And a foul ball. Caminero stands at first with 1 out. And that's
Ball.
outside. And the count is
1-1.
1-1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One, two now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
And down on strikes. And 2 away now.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Singy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Cameron Meisner next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And now A man into scoring position.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next pitch misses,
outside.
and it's 3-0.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Two outs and one in scoring position. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the catcher for the Rays, Danny Jansen. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Framber Valdez up and loosening in the pen. Brown getting cranked up as well. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And delivers
1-2.
outside.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One and two now. Altuve waits.
2-2.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Three-two. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Grounded out his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. There's a strike at the knees.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's too high. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
2 balls.
1
2
out,
strikes.
base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing, a high fly ball, deep left field. Going back, and it hooks just foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Victor Caratini up next for the Astros. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The 0-1. Just a slow ground ball this time. Tags the runner for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Rays 2 and the Astros nothing. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. McCullers back to work. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
Nasty backdoor slider.
2-0
There's really
count.
nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
And
No,
misses
that's it.
inside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 3-2.
Full count.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first.
Out.
And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. McCullers gets the hook. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching.
And Framber Valdez into the game.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now it's Brandon Lau, 1 for 2. That one misses in the dirt. Lau measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone. 2-2.
2-2.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He'll touch them all. His 2nd homer this series, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
1 out, base is empty. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That misses the zone. 1-1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Man,
1 ball,
that was
2
pretty
strikes.
gross right there.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Inside, just missed.
Well, he might have to look
2
for a
balls,
different
2
put-away
strikes.
pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And that
Full
one
count.
missing low. The 3-2 is
Ball 4.
outside,
Take your
and
base.
it's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. Solo homer extends the lead for Tampa Bay. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Dyken Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jake Myers. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, these Astros need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get
No
anything
ball,
going.
2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Smith, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And there's a foul ball.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Rays leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 2 gone.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
DeZenzo stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
In the air, right field, low, ranging after it. Squeezes it, and that is the third out of the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Rays 3 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Now one
1-0.
missed. Movement in the bullpen. Brian King, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Or also getting ready. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
1-1.
That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
On the ground to the left. Pena. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And now the shortstop, Taylor Walls. 0 for 2 in this one. Runner on the go. Pitches low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second here, one gone. The shortstop takes the ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Ball.
In the dirt. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
One away with a runner at third. And we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. DeZenzo makes the catch. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they lead by 4. Cameron Meisner next to hit for the Rays. First offering and it just misses. And that's down and away. Two now. Just missed.
Full count.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground to short, Pena. Throws across the diamond, and that'll do it. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rays 4 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston at the plate, Brendan Rodgers. And here it comes. That's
Ball
off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Shane Baz warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Clevenger warming up as well. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
And there's the strike. In the air, right field. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. He's 2 for 2. Off the plate, and that's ball 1.
1 ball,
The
no
Astros
strikes.
down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. And he drops it down the third baseline.
That's a foul ball.
And that's just foul. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Off move to first. Pena back in on a dive.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pena, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that's downstairs. Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Full count.
This one in the dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
First and second, 1 out. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. 3rd player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the 2 others, and that's some great company, Boog.
Off the plate inside, and 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners at first and second. That
2-2.
one not close. And it's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one smoked, could be trouble. Headed for the plate. One run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Hey, they're right back in this thing after adding those 2 runs on the board. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Drew Rasmussen won't go any further tonight, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Now pitching for
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Shane Baz, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. One out, runner at second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Christian Walker. Just
No,
missed.
that's the ball.
One out and a runner at second. Pickoff throw. Altuve back safely.
Ball 2.
In the dirt. And the runner holds. That's in there. And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Man at second. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Meisner sizing this one up. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Astros. First baseman,
Victor Caratini up next for the Astros. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brian King.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Has grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
And downstairs.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Very high with that one. The count now 2-2. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. And the runner stays where he is. Jansen gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Caught looking for the K. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Loud. He's already homered in this game. Check swing, called strike. Man at first, one away. And that one fouled off. Down low, it kicks away. Jansen into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next offering misses, and now it's filled up 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Now that first baseman,
And stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That
Ball
misses
one.
the zone, and that is ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. just
plate.
missed.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Two on, two outs. Right through there for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. DeZenzo. He's got it, and that's the third out. So the Rays strand a pair, but they still lead this one 4-2. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here is Jake Myers. Fouled off down the right side. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
1-2.
Stays alive.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And
Ball,
that is
that's too low.
downstairs. 2-2. That
Ball
one is
three.
upstairs.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the ground right side, and that chance handled. On the run, throw to
That's out.
first. On the money, nice play.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So digging in, Cam Smith. First
Ball
pitch
one.
misses. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
So up next, Zach DeZenzo. That
Hey,
one
Rob.
finds the zone. 0-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Cut on and lifted in the air. On the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Caleb Ort.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now. Now the left fielder, 1 for 3.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Foul ball. Ort measures 6 feet 4 inches, 250 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. This one popped up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Taylor Wall.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Taylor Walls. That's too low. Ball 1. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Hunter Brown, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Sousa also throwing. The 1-0. Just off the inside edge. That one misses, and that's ball 3. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. And that one is inside.
1-1.
That clips the corner. That's a laser base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And here's the catcher, Danny Jansen.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Ball.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Josh Lowe, next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball. 1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one hammered. A dive, and he can't haul it in. 1 run across, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I love the hustle out of the box. Man, he drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Caleb Ork gives way, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. A new pitcher in the game, Hunter Brown.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
So digging in, Brandon Lowe. He's already homered here in this one.
1-0.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. That one pushed to the left and foul.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And down on strikes he goes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rays 7 and the Astros 2. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Boz back to work. Swings over the top of that one. Activity in the bullpen.
0-1.
Taj Bradley warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Oh, 0-1 now. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And that's
Yep.
in there for strike one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Here comes the 0-1. On the ground right side. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Couple of singles back to back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Paredes.
Yeah.
The batter now as he swings and
No
misses for
ball.
strike 1.
1 strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch. That time taking, and it's 0-1. And that misses. And the count
1
even
ball.
1-1.
1 strike.
That one out to right. Low has it sized up. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Christian Walker.
And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That
Ball.
misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1 ball. No strikes.
Pulls that one foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that will end the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They're down 5. It's 7-2. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. The other way, but foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Aranda in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Ripped on a line. DeZenzo calls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman Junior Caminero.
2 down, base is empty. And now Junior Caminero. First
No,
pitch
inside.
just misses. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike two.
They just
One
threw
ball,
that fastball
two
by
strikes.
him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Rays 7 and the Astros 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Garrett Clevenger.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And here's the first baseman, Victor Caratini.
First baseman, Victor Caratini.
In the air, center field. Meisner on his way over, and it's caught for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, center fielder, Jake.
So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That's
Ball
inside.
2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Inside, just missed.
Full count.
Headed towards the corner. Low, hustling after it. Tracks it down for the out. Out number 2.
Now batting, number 11.
Astros down to their last out. Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Just
that's a ball.
missed. The Rays
1 ball,
leading by
no
5
strike.
here in the last half of inning number 9. Right side, hard hit. On to first, he's out game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.